Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Luck's Colts going up against Manning's Giants.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. Carry here for Shane Vereen. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Manning to throw on second down. He's got to hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Now Manning throwing on second down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A giant first down, Manning to an open Beckham.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the wideout in motion. Throwing is Manning on third down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 34 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. first and 10. Love caught on the right side by Dorsett. Philip Dorsett by himself. 30, the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 70 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Second down following the run. Working from the gun, Manning to Breen out in the flat. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. From midfield, here's Manning. Muscles him off. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on first down is Manning. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 35 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 75 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, the spin. And now running right through it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. On first down, Manning, a dump off to Vereen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Nugent on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Now a first down throw. Luck finding some room at midfield. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Locke over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's Luck now on second down. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a third down. To the air again. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Colts send out their punter. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Shotgun now for Manning. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Eli, not something you see a lot, sporting the wheels and picking up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Manning now on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Manning now on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And that one results in 35 yards. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run again here with Turbin. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now Luck. Over the middle, Dorsett. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right there around the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Luck. Man open left side. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, Luck. Complete to Dorsett. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Again, Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. 3rd and long. It's Luck. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Vinatieri now on to try to field goal for the Colts. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On the run, here's Marine. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, it's Manning to Vereen down the flat. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And now a first down following that long gain. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Call it a gain of a couple there, as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Down and goal to go from the 7. Here's Vereen. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here. After the interception, it's Love. Dorsett's got it. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zones, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now it's Love. And this is Moncrief for the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And Again, it's Turbin. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Manning. And Marshall's got it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and goal here from the 9. They'll run here with Vereen. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll run. It's Vereen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Nugent puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. Shift together here from the D-line. Luck now to throw. A dump down to Turbin. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Robert Turbin, 67 yards. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. Down the numbers. There he goes. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now they try the right side here. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it. And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them. Have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Manning will take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.